What's up guys, welcome back to our channel. We're Future Goalkeeping, and today we're doing a warm-up video and I'm going to be showing you how I warm up before a game. This can hopefully help you to get some more ideas and improve your warm-up. So I always start my warm-up off by jogging up and down the 18-yard box from side to side. This is so that it can increase my heart rate and get more oxygen and blood to my muscles. This can help it cope with what I'm about to do in the warm-up as well as the game afterwards. Then I move into some dynamic stretches. This just increases the range of movement that I have in my muscles, so that when diving or anything like that, I won't get injured or pull a muscle, or it's less likely that I will anyway. So now I'm going into some static stretches for the same reason as I do dynamic stretches, so that my muscles have a further range of movement so that they don't get injured during the match or during the warm-up. And I always make sure that I stretch every part of my body, so that's my legs, everywhere in my legs, all the different muscles, and my arms as well, because obviously I need them to be a goalkeeper. This will help reduce the chance of me getting injured during the game or the warm-up. So now after I've stretched, I'm going into the first drill, which I always do with passing. This helps keep me on my toes and get me ready for any back passes I might face. So I start off doing one touch passing, quite close as you can see now, and then we move back, so I get the server to move further back, and then do two touch, so you take a touch out of your feet and then play it. With this, the touch out of your feet is really important because it makes it easier to play that second ball, and it makes it quicker as well, so you don't have to readjust or take an extra touch to get it out your feet if you've stopped it dead. It's good to try and use both feet where you can, because in a match you might not have the time to just use your stronger foot if the striker is closing you down quickly. After the passing, I want to warm up my hands, so I just start with some basic volleys where I'm just getting set and the server is just volleying them into me, just to catch. There's no footwork or movement involved just yet. I'm just warming up my hands so that I'll be able to catch everything when the drills get harder and we get into the match and it's getting realistic shots. Don't forget to stretch between sets if you feel your body getting tight at all while doing this warm-up, because that's what this warm-up is all about, is getting loose and getting ready for the game. Now that my hands feel warm, I'm adding some footwork in with the catches to keep me on my toes and make it more realistic, as I'm having to turn in and get set in line with the server, which is what I'd have to do with the striker in the match. Now I'm just getting used to my diving technique again. I'm just getting my body used to it. So I'm building it up, starting on my knees, just rocking side to side. You can even start sitting down if you want to, and just do one side and then build it up from there. But after this, I'll go up and stand up and then do the dives as well, so include the footwork part as well as the diving, which wasn't included when I was on my knees. As I'm getting more used to the diving technique, I want this to be stretched out further for the bigger saves that might need to be made in the game. Next, I'll go into some crossing. This would just help get my crossing technique good for when I need it in the match, and also it just makes me use more power in my legs, so it gets me more used to jumping for those big catches, or it can help with going for the big dives as well if I need to push up higher than I was with the diving drills that I was doing before. I'm making sure to do both sides with the crosses, because with each side you'll need to jump off of a different leg and put a different knee up to protect yourself, so it's good to warm up doing both so that you don't feel more comfortable doing one than the other when you go into the game and accidentally do the wrong one and get taken out. It's good when serving the ball back to the server to use different distribution types just to warm up and get used to the technique that you'll need to be using. My warm-up ends by just doing some distribution, so I'll start off doing goal kicks. I'll have the server just to the left on the halfway line, so it's like hitting the left winger, and then I want to be ideally getting it to him every time, but it's just to warm up my technique and getting the power in my legs to reach the distance that I need to in a game. You can then do goal kicks from the other side of the 6-yard box and just move the server across to the other half of the pitch where he's still on the wing but just on the other side, because it uses a slightly different technique than doing this side that I'm showing you at the moment. And finally, I'm just practicing distribution out of my hands, so obviously I can come up further for this and take it from the 18-yard box, so the server should be taking a few steps back off of the halfway line as well, but about in the same position to the left of the pitch. So we've warmed up this technique a bit by doing the crosses and kicking it back to the server, but now we're doing it on a bigger scale, that we'd actually be doing it and hitting it to the halfway line where we'd want to be reaching in the game.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe with notifications on if you enjoyed, so you don't miss another video. I hope this helped for if you have to lead your own warm-up, if you don't have a goalkeeper coach and you're having to tell a player what to do. We'll see you in the next video.